Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. I'm your host JC. So I had a commenter tell me that they split the difference. They do putting ore into here one cut and then ore into here in the other cut. So since I'm trying to do 3 cuts per episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the first one split and then I'm going to fill whichever one has more in it will be the right to left cut because I can't go as deep, and then the left to right cut will be the one that has less in it. And I was watching someone else's YouTube video, and I wanted to clarify something real quick. They said in their video that diamonds sold more than rubies. That is incorrect. As you see right here, I sold one diamond for 186, and I sold one ruby for 193. So it is, I mean, it's not much, $7, but when you're selling a whole stack, it's quite a bit. So I just wanted to point that out real quick. And this is how much we've made so far here. I got all but 3 sections of the roof rows put in off camera. I'm going to pull forward just a little bit more, and we're going to start this cut. And it's not that anybody's right or wrong, but I just, in case someone watched that video, I want them to know that there is a difference, that rubies do sell for more. And I don't know why it is that way, because you would think we get 3 times more rubies that we would sell them for less, but no, they actually sell for more. So anyway, I'm going to do at least one cut here this way. I'm going to check the hopper, see which one has more in it. Then when I go to do my left to right cut, I'm going to fill up the lower leveled one. And then when we do the third cut, I'll have to add hoppers back onto it too. But when we do the third cut, which won't be as deep, it will be the other hopper, and see how they end up finishing off while we go up and finish those 3 sections of roof right there and do some painting. Oh, I forgot to turn the pass-throughs back on. So let's get this stuff rolling, because if not, we're going to be here forever. Alright, I had to move this stuff, so. Alright, we're going to turn the pass-through on. All of these. Alright, now we can get back in and start working. Can't believe I forgot that. There we go. I've noticed that when you first jump back in the machine, if you hit Q right away, it doesn't work. So if you give it a second to make sure you're in the machine, then it actually works. I don't understand why it does that, but just something I've noticed. So it looks like the left one's going to be filling up more this time. We'll see. I think I got a pretty good close cut to 2 blocks going forward. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these 2 blocks, and then I'm going to probably do 3 blocks going the other way, and then 2 blocks coming back. And it should kind of level it out that way. Depends on how close these hoppers are. The whole point of this is I want to have them try to finish close to the same time, because if not, then I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like, why would I want to do that? It looks like we're going to be putting everything into the right hopper, though, because that's the one that keeps emptying out. And we are getting a full cut here. As you can see, we're going almost up to the hopper there. I actually probably should bump this a little to the right. There we go. I do want this first cut to be somewhat close to splitting it, if I can. It's so hard to get it set up when you're first starting too. I am hoping this works. Like I said, there's no guarantee. I'm actually probably, if the time doesn't start speeding up really quick, it is speeding up, okay. So if the time doesn't start speeding up, I'm going to probably do a jump cut and get that to hurry it up and get done. I like working during the day, not at night. Alright, so kind of watch it drag along here, and I just like the way the machine works. I like that sound too, actually. Let's go ahead and swing it out a little further than what we need, because we're going to be moving forward quite a bit this time. Like, we're probably going to go right to the edge of the hopper. So as long as we're putting material in here. There's definitely going to be a deep cut on this next one, though. Looks like we're right at one block in. I might actually put a second hopper up before I start the cut, just in case I overdo it a little bit and go too far forward. Alright, let's go ahead and check these hoppers real quick, see which one's fuller. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's this one. But nothing in that one. Yeah, definitely that one. Okay, so we're going to do... we're going to fill up the right one first. And hopefully this works like they say it does. So we're just going to swing this over to here. It lands right dead center. Then we're going to go forward like 3 blocks. So I'm going to scroll in here a little bit, and I'm actually going to look at the blocks here this time. I'm going to go, that's 1, 2, and 3. And if I scroll back, I should be, yep, just inside. Alright, that'll work. Alright, let's get to work here and start digging this out. And again, we're going to have a bunch of material going into that right one because this one's so thick. But then I'm going to have one more cut going into the other one, so it should, everything goes the way it's supposed to, it should level it out. And we'll have about 15 minutes of cutting, and then we'll have some time to work on the roof up here. Ah, it's getting daylight. Sweet. No more dark. My only worry is that this hopper over here runs out before we get done with this cut, and then we're kind of... Although there's going to be more going into this one, so it won't be that big of a deal. I'm trying new things out that you guys suggest. You know, the coal generators and the power inputs was a huge success. This storage buffer right here, that was a huge success. Splitting it into 4, huge success. So I do take your comments to heart and try to make them work if I can. If they don't work, then I go back to doing it the way I was and adjusting the hopper, the feeder back and forth. And I do apologize for falling off on this last month for not getting out as many videos, but my work schedule just, it basically doubled, a little more than doubled, because I was covering that guy's shift while he was on vacation over in Asia. He's back now though, so I should be able to get out more videos now. Auto save, stop cutting now. It is a long save the more stuff you do. So if you want to keep your save down, try to keep your plant small, and I mean, not a whole lot you can do about the terraforming. You're going to be putting material in. But don't go for the biggest bagger, because that just, I mean, it's a destroyer. You're putting so much material through. I mean, if you think about it, what size were we using? The 300 rock trucks? They hauled like 287. If I start the cut like right here, by the time I get done with that iron, the rock truck's full. We were actually doing that on a multiplayer earlier with the 693, I think it was. And so obviously probably more with this one, or faster with this one. Um, so every, what, 3 meters I'm filling up a truck. And we got, let's see, probably 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so that would make that to 30. Right now we're doing about probably 45 meters. So 15 truckloads across here. If I was using the 693. This is the 695, so it's probably more. Definitely a lot of material going through the plant. By the way, Billy Ray, I checked out your video on your plant. I do like it. There is a lot going on there, though. And that's the reason why I commented on your video about the lag issues you might be having, the jumping. Those are the conveyors. A lot of material going through those things. Listen to them groan. Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty close to being there. I'm going to go ahead and move this forward 2 blocks. I'm going to go 1 there, and that makes about 2. Now I want to just check real quick, because I'm guessing this is going to be like the 400,000, no, 800,000. Holy crap. And this one's got 13 left, so yeah, we definitely need to get going on putting material through the other side. So let me switch this back over to this one. Too far. Turn this back on, we'll get cruising back the other way. Obviously it won't be as much, but it's going to come close to, actually probably won't come close, since that one was almost emptied and this one had 800,000 in it. I did not expect it to be that much. So I may go back to trying to just split. Or maybe just take 2 blocks next time too. I did do 3 on that cut. But with it all going into this one, I don't know, by the time we spend the 5 minutes doing the cut, that'll take like 150,000 out of there. So if we're somewhere in like the 600,000 range, it kind of proved as a good test. As long as I didn't go too far and I start jumping on this front cut. I said we only got 3 more rows. If you look up there, you can kind of, I can turn this off too. You can kind of see I got most of it put in. And then we got a bunch of it to paint. I haven't bought the paint yet either though, so I kind of have to keep an eye on this right here for a minute. Because if I go too far in, it'll start bouncing around on me and then it throws everything off. Something I've learned also, when you're moving the plant forward, like I'm setting it up right here and moving these storage things forward, number 1, turn pass-through on. Number 2, these have to be back far enough that it doesn't touch the bagger chute. Twice now I've put them too far forward, and it moves the bagger, so I have to readjust and realign everything. Just something to think about if you guys are setting up a system like this. I do wish there was a way to make it like a deflector there so you could like put the conveyor right over the top of the deflector. Can we go down with the thing? That'd make it a whole lot easier to line up, wouldn't it? That's as far down as it goes. So that won't work. Although it would help with being able to line it up the closer it is, I think. Something to think about. I'm going to put it back level for right now, though. And I'm just hoping that this makes it semi-close. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect when I'm trying to split it either. But if it's like within, I don't know, 50 to 100,000, I'd say it was a pretty good test. If we're doing 3 cuts. If we're doing more than 3 cuts, then I kind of don't know what to do there. Keep it in the middle probably at that point. Just adjust it in between cuts and try to make it somewhat close. Like if I were to do a 4th cut right now, I'd probably check the hopper, see which one's the fullest, and then have it centered but off just a little bit one way or the other. Which I might do. I'm not sure I really want to put in roof tiles right now. I might just do some cutting and then do a jump cut to the end of the stuff processing. So let's stop right about here. Right over here and check this real quick. Yeah, I'm hoping this has gone down. So we're 660, and this one's at 447. So we still got 200,000 to 220 difference. Yeah. All right. So let me swing this back to the right. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down so I can try to get as close as possible. I'm going to have to put another hopper in too. Let's go ahead and move forward 2 blocks. So right about there. We'll get these hoppers put in real quick. Jump back in here. And I think that's going to be close. Let's go ahead and start there. Alright, so the right side's flashing a little more than the left side, and now it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's where I want to be, I think. So the left as I'm facing it here gets more because it's only 440 on that side, 660 on the other side. And it should kind of even it out, I'm hoping. I will, however, when I get done with this cut, I'm going to back this thing up just a little bit, like probably half a block, so that when the spawning happens, it's not moving the bagger. I did see that on someone else's video. I haven't really had it happen yet, but I usually don't have, I don't move forward before my cut, like move forward then log off, so I usually don't run into that problem. Because like they're saying that it spawns in with the arm facing straight out and then reverts to the position you left it in. But when it spawns straight out, it moves the bagger. And I think that if you don't move forward or you don't finish in the middle of a cut, you like actually finish your cut, that you won't run into that problem anymore. And if you guys haven't, you should look out Billy Ray Third 3RD. His video on his wash plant. He's got a pretty good setup. He uses sluice boxes instead of wash plants, and then lets his rubies and diamonds fill up inside the sluice box, and then everything else passes through, which is really kind of smart in a way. He fills them up with single rubies and diamonds, and then they just fill up those slots, and all of the ore has nowhere to go, like the iron and gold and stuff, so it passes through. Something I hadn't thought of because I just let my rubies go into the storage and then move them later. Man, I hope this works out. I don't want one side to just be like massive and the other side to be pretty much empty. I mean, I really can't go back to a single shoot wash plant with this bagger, or I would be here, like I said, for an hour waiting for the material to process. But if I can figure out a way to do this on the cuts, it shouldn't be too bad. We're still going to have a little bit of a wait time on this one because I kind of did a pretty thick cut on that first left to right cut. I think I should just take 2 blocks at a time and swing it back and forth that way. To make it work more evenly, I mean. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish this cut, check our hoppers, and I mean, we're going to have time, so I'll go ahead and put the ceiling tiles in over there. Just chewing through it. I kind of wish that the conveyor belts, though, changed colors. Like if you had iron or coal going across there, it would be gray. Because like the hopper feeds up that way, but the belt doesn't really. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be it there. We're going to go ahead and hop out. Let's go over here and see what we got for this last cut. Alright, so 225 in that one, 80 in that one, 405, 615, so 220, that's 625, that's a little bit more. And then we got that and that. So yeah, this one definitely has more material on this side, but like by 50,000 or so. So I mean, if we're doing 4 cuts, it's a pretty successful test. If we're doing 3, I way overdid it on that right cut. It will be nice to have this this project up here done though. We have a lot of painting to do inside too, because like we have to paint the water lines still. They haven't been painted. I may have to put in more generators here soon. Alright, so we're going to switch to this real quick. Like I said, we got 1 row here. So I'm just going to pop these in real quick. We'll get a little bit of it painted. Being that I really don't have a way of telling where's where because it's all covered now, I'm probably going to do like, I don't know, 2 rows at a time or something, going across until we get from one side to the other and be done with it. And I had, when we started this a couple days ago, I mean, you guys know how big it was. It was 4 sections this way, 4 sections this way. I had over 1,000 ceiling tiles, and we're down to 183 currently, so probably going to be about 100 left, so 900 tiles. That's a lot, and that's just the section we put it in the last couple days, so there is a ton of roof here. I am kind of thinking about putting a second floor walls and roof on the wash plant. I'm not sure though. I kind of like having it up there like that. Alright, so let's move this down, go to the store, equipment, paint, and a lot of black paint. So we're just gonna buy a full stack. And then go to here. Like I said, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go 2 across and back and forth this way. And that is not the one I wanted. Crap, I bought the wrong stuff. I needed, which one was it? I don't remember. I think it's this gray. Nope. It is the light gray. Alright, so we'll buy a bunch of these light grays. Well, good thing it's cheap. Man, this is a lot of paint across here. So for doing 2 rows, so I bought one individually and then $9.99 more. So this would be the consistency of 4 rows. We'd put in 154 paint. Right? Yeah, 154. 153. That's a lot. Since we have, I don't know, 20 seconds like that to do. We'll probably have to buy at least another full stack of paint. Alright, so this is what, 12 rows so far, basically. 2, 4, no, 8. Man, my math is bad today. Good thing I'm not doing anything critical. So 306 so far. That's That's a lot. Let's see. If I do this 10, it would give me accurate that way. Then we'll go check the hoppers. See how close we are. I might do a jump cut on some of it. Depends on how full they are still. Alright, so 382. How does that work out? It's been 10 rows. How did I get 38.2 paint per row? I mean, it's got to be 38. Maybe I used a couple extras on accident. Anyway, let's go check the hoppers over here and see where they're at. Looks like there's still material in the back one. Nope, those are empty. Okay, that's good. So we got 335 there. And 406 there. Okay, so we probably have another 12 to 15 minutes to process all this stuff through. Well, I think I'm going to do a bit of a jump cut. I'm going to go grab rubies and diamonds too to top those off, get those running again, and I will see you guys here in a few. And we're back. So everything's gone through the plant. I have re-upped all of the diamonds and rubies, and you're about to see how many diamonds and rubies we have in my inventory when I open this up. Alright, so let's look in here. We have all these. And we have, wow, a bunch of material. Bunch of material came through today. So yeah, we processed quite a bit. I'm going to grab the gold and silver. The steel's probably going to get sold too, and then everything else will be kept. There's just so much steel in there, I can't grab it all right now. Same with this, because we're getting a lot of blasted rock right now, so we'll take these. Alright, so we're going to sell all this real quick, and then we'll come back, grab the steel, sell it. Alright, so let's just, $1 million for that, 600,000. These are 1.4. 1.4. Little tiny stack, 138. This is almost a full stack, so we'll do that after. We got 1.8 times 4, 5, and 6 stacks of diamonds. And we got 1.7 for the ruby, 1.9 for a full stack, which we have 10 of, so that's 19 million right there. That's been running for a couple of days. So 19, I don't know, we're probably 30 million right now. Nah, probably more than that. Let's see, all the steel is going to get sold. Actually, I'll re-up the things and then I'll sell it. Let me run down there and check those real quick. And all the other stuff that's in there will be put away in storage. And then we'll sell off the rest of the steel. A lot more came through this one. It's down further. Alright, let's go downstairs real quick. See how we're doing here. Oh yeah, we can put a bunch in here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and get the steel beams going on this. I mean, we really don't need any right now, but it's better to have them later on than not have them. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that and do that. Same with this one here too. So we have full ones going. Sheets, same thing. We're gonna get rid of that. Put 4 new ones in. Top them all off completely. Get nuts and bolts going. The works. So we have all this stuff if we need to make anything for future builds. And if you are still leveling, this helps. If you're crafting, you're gaining experience. These machines seem louder than normal. I don't really need anything crafted right now, I don't think. Because we have lots of stuff already made. Like, I have a bunch of this stuff already made and in storage or in my inventory. I believe these are full. Yeah, I probably can't even get this one in there right. Yeah. But yeah, if we look over here, I took Jet's advice too and looked at them. So I put these all back in and combined it, put them closer. So yeah, we still got a bunch of stuff over here too. Alright, let's go ahead and sell this steel then. We're gonna get what, 590,000 per stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 5 million. About 8 million, 9 million in steel. Not a bad day's run. We're at 296 million now. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any tips or tricks, questions, or concerns, put them in the comment section below. I do read all of them. And like I said, I've put several into use already. I do appreciate all the help. And that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good day.